What is up, everybody? Welcome back. And yes, I had to do two videos in one day because, as much as I said in my previous video, sometimes, maybe not all the time, I like to maybe try to keep my videos more positive and on the side of things that I like and I enjoy and that are good and creative. But I've also been following this story a little bit. Neil Young in general, because I hate Neil Young. And all of these moments to me are just so hilarious because he feels like he's making such a statement. I mean, good on you for sticking to your guns, for sticking to your convictions. I can at least respect that, even if I think they're completely asinine. He's sticking to them. Good on you for that, buddy. Neil Young says he's not ready to play concerts yet. Quote, I don't think it's safe in this. If you'll recall, I've done previous videos on his protest to try to get Joe Rogan canceled. And then also the fact that he then pulled all of his music down from Spotify in protest. But then his bandmates that he has collaborated with on some occasions, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, put their music back on Spotify.
I love this moment so much I want to have sex with it.
I'm a musician, and I feel like it's kind of that double-edged sword as well, in that streaming services like Spotify are very convenient and very useful. I'm a subscriber of Spotify myself. I do buy physical copies of music, as you can see, not really well, but on this shelf slightly behind me is loaded up with vinyl records, old and new. But people who actually purchase music are a dying breed. I mean, if you want to make money, and the unfortunate thing again is that the only way you're going to make money off of streaming is if you are someone of mega status who's getting thousands, if not millions, of streams a day, a month, a year, whatever. Little guys aren't really making much of anything off of that. But yeah, no one's buying CDs. Very few people are buying records. Roman. So I guess Neil Young just doesn't like money. He's pulled his music from Spotify. Granted, okay, maybe you can still listen to him on Apple Music, and I don't know what the numbers are there, if it's real 50-50 or if it's real lopsided, because I think that a lot of people are still kind of stuck with Spotify, because Spotify was around first, so even iPhone users were using Spotify. Apple Music came to be. Maybe if you have an iPhone or other Apple accounts, maybe you're getting a deal, maybe people switched over, I don't know. But I have to believe that I think, and I'm just throwing this out there, don't quote me on it, but I think Spotify is still kind of the main one that people think of when they think of a streaming service. Yeah, there was Pandora first, but that was more of like an internet radio. Spotify was the first one of its kind where it was like you had open access to iTunes. Just, I want to listen to that album front to back, the way it was recorded with no commercials. But I digress. Neil Young is not ready to perform live. I can only take this to mean that I think that Neil Young is retiring because the state that we're in right now is never going to completely be over. So we need to do away with all of the this and the that and the protocols and the safety and the whatever. Like, just get rid of it. It's not going away. It's like a new flu season. At this point, it's like a mild cold. Okay. Anyways, let's continue. Neil Young has indicated that he's not ready to play concerts, saying he doesn't think it's safe among the ongoing blah blah blah. You can read that for yourself. It's on the screen. When responding to a fan's letter on his website that expressed excitement at the news, thinking that he would be at Farm Aid, which he usually is every year, Young responded saying he wouldn't be attending the festival. Quote, I will not be at Farm Aid this year, Young replied. I am not ready for that yet. I don't think it is safe in this. I miss it very much. I'm sure he also misses money. Whatever. Young has not performed since 2019, and the world has been a better place for it, even amongst all the things that have been going on in the last 2.5 years. His latest comments echoes ones made in December of last year when he said he wouldn't be returning to touring until the virus of unknown origins was, quote, beat. Again, this means he's essentially retiring. It's never gonna go away. But if Neil Young retires and never sings another note ever again, this is good news for all of our ears. I don't care if I'm the only one who doesn't do it. Which, you know what? Once again, good on you for sticking to your guns, buddy. You got convictions and you're sticking to them, and I can't fault you for that. I respect you for sticking to your convictions, even if I think they're silly. Last year, Young also called on promoters to cancel, quote, super spreader gigs while that was still ongoing, saying, quote, the big promoters, if they had the awareness, could stop these shows. He wrote in a blog post on the site, Live Nation, AEG, and other big promoters could shut this down if they could just forget about making money for a while. Oh, I'm sorry. Forget about making money for a while. You mean people who have bills to pay and families to feed and, stuff like that? Oh, let's just shut it all down. Forget about the concert promoters. Let's talk about the people that work at the venues. The people making minimum wage to work at concessions. The people working the parking lots. The people scanning your tickets when you walk into the venue. Like, let's just shut it all down and just forget about making money for a while because it's just not safe. I'm pretty sure if these events actually were being, quote, super spreaders, they would have actually shut them down a long time ago. But guess what? There's been no evidence to prove any of that. Earlier this year, Neil Young pulled his music from Spotify, criticizing the streaming service for platforming its exclusive Joe Rogan Experience, which they paid a hefty fee to have him on Spotify exclusively, which Young accused of spreading false information about those things. The likes of Joni Mitchell, Crazy Horse guitarist, Nils Lofgren, and more withdrew their music from the platform and saw that. Did anyone care? Did anyone care? I don't think anyone cared. In response to Young's boycott, the streaming platform announced it would be adding content advisories to all relevant podcast episodes addressing current events. So Spotify bent the knee a little bit, but they didn't cancel Joe Rogan. Read the room, know your worth, know your relevance, know that Neil, nobody cares. What do you guys think about this? Sound off in the comments if you think, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I think this is hilarious that he thinks he's really making a stance. He's making a difference. Again, he's sticking to his guns, but what that's doing, I don't know. He quite possibly might be the last artist left that's not performing, not playing. Because really, I mean, touring and playing live is the only way anyone makes even a little bit of money now, and even then the venue takes a big cut, and the promoters and everything else. It's just, live music is one of the last things where musicians can actually make money. So he doesn't want to be on Spotify, he doesn't want to play live. Maybe he needs to just go and retire and never leave his house again because he's too scared, and I don't know. Anyway, sound off in the comments. Make sure to like and share this video out there. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here and watching this far through. Please hit that subscribe button so you do not miss future videos. I am John, the Creative Blue Collar Guy, and I'll see you next time.